We've got an exhaust leak, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find it and how to replace it for a lot cheaper than having to replace and buy more pipes. This car has dual exhausts, so we're going to cover up both of these, and that'll build pressure in the system while someone else looks around and tries to listen for where that exhaust leak could be. You can hear whenever I put these rags on, that really intensifies that leak, and these aren't really building pressure. If these start building pressure and really leaking out, you know that you probably don't have a very large exhaust leak, but there's not much pressure here, so we know a lot of the exhaust is coming out through that leak. Whenever we cover them up, you can actually see the grass moving, which gives us a good indication of where the exhaust leak is. And here's the leak underneath the car. You can see the grass is moving right underneath it. And you can see right between the two pipes here, there's that split. Not a very convenient place for it to break. First, we're going to start by cleaning this up with some sandpaper so we have a good surface to bond to. There's two ways to seal the exhaust leak. If it's after the cat, it's a lot cooler, it's not as hot, and we can use Bondo. If it's before the cat, it's a lot hotter, the catalytic converter, and we're going to need to use sodium silicate. In this case, we are way after the cat. It's pretty close to the end of the exhaust, so the temperature is low enough we can use Bondo. You can see this contains sodium silicate, that's what you're looking for, and a lot of times you'll find this as gasketing, cement, or stove sealer. This is pretty brittle, so if we were going to use it, we'd have to have some kind of reinforcement, like a weld, just something to keep it more stable, because it is very brittle, it would break apart, where the Bondo is a lot more flexible. Sometimes if your Bondo gets really stiff like this, where it's not very fluidous, it's able to be fixed actually. Sometimes people will just throw it away at this point. If we use nail polish remover, which is 100% acetone, it will kind of revamp it, and make it reusable. That's what this stuff looked like. We added the acetone and it really made it usable. Now, if this is like a final coat for body work, it probably wouldn't work too great. You probably wouldn't want to use it for that, but for an exhaust, this will work great. Now we can go ahead and add our hardener. We want to mix it up before it goes in. If you're wondering how long this will last, I've seen it last maybe 1 or 2 years or more. Except it will get you past inspection, and it's so easy to apply that if it does break, you can just put on a new coat or just get a new exhaust. We're going to use a plastic bag to apply this. It's one of the ones you get all the time at every grocery store. You probably have a million of them, and it really helps for applying them because you can shape it. I need a bit of a longer tube, so I'm going to squeeze it out. Now I have that shape that I need. Now we'll apply it. The nice thing about the bag is you can feel when it's too thick, and you can continue spreading it out once it's on there, and you know right where it is. It matches the contour perfectly. It really makes it look nice, and it makes it a lot easier. While we still have it malleable, we're going to try to match it to the pipe contour and also make sure it's everywhere where it needs to be. Now that this is hardened, we can go ahead and remove the bag. Try to pull it off at a sharp angle. And you can see how smooth of a surface that left, and we were able to really get it contoured to the pipes. It looks really nice. Now we'll put some black spray paint on it so it blends in and it's not so apparent. Now we'll let this sit for 5 or 10 minutes and then start it up and make sure everything is sealing and ready to go. If you're looking for a really good long-term solution, this is a really good option. If you get a stainless steel exhaust, it really holds up great. This is over 25 years old and it still looks this good. I mean, this is impressive. Stainless steel doesn't rust like the typical steel, and it's only a little bit more, and I'd say it's definitely worth it because, I mean, the condition that this is in is just amazing. Now we're gonna go ahead and start the car. And wow. From inside of the car, I can already hear it. That is a lot quieter. So for $5 or less, this is working like a champ. It is so much better. I mean, I could hear it as soon as I walked out of the car, and now this is silent, it's quiet, and it's doing a great job.